Hey everybody, Chris Stegall here with Creme de la CRM, and I am joined once again by Matt Kaufman. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Chris.
And that means it must be time for another round of Q&A with Matt K, the unedited, not live, but as close as we can get to it, uh, troubleshooting session where we grab some questions from our audience or from the Trailblazer community, put Matt in the hot seat, and have him do his best to troubleshoot them and answer them in a way that is helpful, showcases sort of a standard approach to troubleshooting Salesforce issues, and let's us see him sweat a little bit and see what it looks like if you were to live a day in the life of a Salesforce developer or admin and maybe didn't have access to Google for a day. So
Yeah, it's supposed to be a warm day today too, so I may be sweating a little extra.
yeah. And before we start, I do like to remind folks to please like and subscribe. If this is your first time here, then you definitely haven't subscribed yet. If it's your third time here, you should have subscribed by now, but please do that. I get a little email when you do. It makes me happy. And it's also good for the channel because then other admins and developers see this pop up on their related videos and they're more likely to watch and then submit questions of their own. So we get that feedback loop going of helpful Trailblazer content. As always, if you do have a question that you would like to submit yourself, you can head over to go.mkp.dev/Q&A. And with that, I think we can dive right in. Now, Matt, you just got back from a little trip, so you are,
I'm
probably
feeling
jet
rusty.
lagged a bit. And
Yeah, jet lag, tired, rusty. I haven't finished my coffee for the day, and I try not to drink when we record these things because it might be awkward. Or worse, I might get so surprised that I just spit it all out. So yeah, we'll see how well I do when I'm operating at less than 100%.
I did queue up a couple here, but we'll try to go in order and see. But,
Okay,
I have some backups in case there's anything that we can't address.
got it.
First up, we have, that is your screen. This
That's my screen.
is my screen. A question from Ashima that says, is there any standard functionality for sending replies out of the cases in Sales app?
Okay. And we should probably read the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Sales app is not a product, but I think they mean, basically the Lightning app, which is just a collection of tabs. Apps themselves aren't like really things. It's just a nice organization of your tabs at the top. And it sounds like they're asking, is there a reply button on cases? There is a built-in reply button. I know it's in Classic. I believe there's a reply button in Lightning too, but maybe not. This is actually something I was working on with our support team last year.
Yeah, this says that they are able to see the reply button in the Service Console app, but not in the Sales app.
Oh, okay. Well, most likely they probably just need to edit their Lightning page or their page layout then. Because like I said, although console is a little different, technically the app that you're in does not really change the functionality of Salesforce. It might change the look and feel because you can assign different Lightning pages. But that's my guess. I can't see those screenshots really too well. I'm assuming our viewers at home can't either.
Yeah, let me see if I can open them in a new tab here. That downloaded it. That's not the most helpful.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think let's just see if we can explore this. So we're looking for a reply button on cases, even if we're not in the Service Console. That's the gist of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go ahead and share my screen. And the first thing I'm going to do actually is see if I have Service Console enabled in this org. I don't think I do, to be honest. Apparently, I messed up. Here we go, Service Console. It is there. Perfect. And let me go to a case and let's just make sure that it actually, has that reply button, because if it doesn't, it's kind of not fair to say that I can get it working somewhere else. I don't see the reply button. Let's look at that screenshot. Let's see, you sent me the.
Yeah, I just sent you the question.
Okay. So it's right here. It looks like that. Looks like a chatter feed.
Oh, so yeah. So in the text of the question, it says, I have to achieve the reply functionality on case chatter feed in Sales app. So it's a chatter feed on the cases.
Okay, well, here's the feed. Now, the fact that I don't have the reply tells you that it can be added, and it's not something that's like on or off based on like a feature. So what I'm going to do is first edit this page, see what's available. It's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I think I've done this before a long time ago. Editing the feed is something I'm definitely rusty on because I use Slack a lot more now than I use Chatter. Let's see. Oh, okay. No configuration options when editing the page. So that's interesting. And this is the Chatter component, not the feed component. Let me add the feed component. That might not be the one I want. Let me add the publisher component too. Now that looks the same as this one here. And I'm sure someone's at home who does this all the time is probably laughing that I don't know which is which. Let me just activate this so I can make sure that we see it. And then I will probably have to go to setup and adjust the buttons is my guess. Okay, so nothing here. Nothing here. I could have sworn I added 3 things to the page. Maybe this is one of them. That's okay. Okay, we're just gonna jump to setup. And let's go to Object Manager first. And we'll go to case. Oh, my keyboard is not participating today.
When I look at the example photo, it's like the text is cut off at the top, but it does look like it's an email that has the reply and the reply all in the forward beneath it. So do we need to populate an email?
It could be that it was an inbound email. Yeah, that could affect it. Sure. And doing that on the fly might be a little, well, I could probably do it maybe with some Apex. I could probably insert an email record. Okay, so I'm just looking for the word reply somewhere. I swear there's a reply button somewhere built in. And I'm not seeing it anywhere. So far, this is definitely stumping me. I know I built a reply button once. I don't see it there either. Okay, yeah, maybe it has something to do with an email. Let's see if email to case is turned on. Okay, and here we go. Continue. Okay, email to case is not even enabled in this org. So let me go ahead and enable it. And maybe that will add the reply button. That could be it too. Okay, so there's new emails, enable HTML email, sure. Sure. Don't care about that one. Aha, there we go. Okay, and now I think I'll be able to send an email and have it go in as a case. I have to first do this. Plus support. Okay, and create task from email now. Let's not even have a record type. Okay. Okay. So I've got to verify that email address, which is not a real email address. So let me go ahead and adjust that real quick. And hopefully I'll get that verification email on the side and another screen, and we'll be on our way to sending an email to this email address here. So now if I send an email to that email address, I'm just going to compose one on another screen. Yeah, okay. And we'll call this test case. This is the body of my email. And I'm going to send this to this email address. I apologize for composing it off screen, but showing my email client is a little awkward. And now we're going to come back to cases and go to all open cases. And we'll see if anything shows up. Didn't bounce, so that's a good sign at least. But I don't know. We'll see if we can get one in here. Oh, there it is, test case. Okay, great. Okay, so here's email. And so this is how I would reply. I wouldn't actually hit a reply button. Reply, I believe, is for classic. So I don't remember which one this is at the top, though. So what I want to do is edit this page again. And I would just want to kind of keep track of it. And the way that I typically will keep track of stuff. Oh, did I not? Well, that's weird. Everyone at home saw me drag three things onto the page. And yet it's not there. Okay, so this is the chatter component. I'm going to actually rename this, I think, in the tabs to say the word chatter. And that way we'll know which one it is. Custom. Did I not activate it? Call that one chatter. And then what I'm going to do is add another tab, and we'll call this chatter publisher. And I'll drag the chatter publisher under that one just so we'll know the difference. And then finally, I'll add one called feed. And now again, normally as you know, safe harbor, we would always do this in a sandbox first, or at least somewhere where we're not going to worry about customers running into like, hey, what's going on my screen? And then just because I like to, I'm going to reorder that and hit save. Okay. Ooh, I could have sworn I activated it last time. Maybe I was too fast and impatient and didn't wait long enough. Okay, let's go back and see what happened. Maybe it's okay. And it's not showing up. Looks like we're gonna have another Q&A today, which is, hey, how come when I edit my Lightning page, it doesn't work? So let me check one thing first. I'm gonna switch my display density, which will do force a refresh, and it's not working. And then I'll go back to Comfy. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to setup and type in Lightning App Builder. And you can see here, I've created two. And what that means is when I've seen this before where somehow it's not sticking. And I'm going to just edit this one, which is the most recent one. And we're going to hit activate.
Is that something that you've seen in production orgs, or is this like a
yeah, no, I've seen it
trailhead
before.
org? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it definitely says this is the one that's in use. The other possibility is that these components are not showing up for some reason. And so what I can do to force that, and there's a thing in the Lightning Page Builder, when you put a component on the page and it doesn't show up, then that tab won't show up either. And so what I can do is just put a little rich text here, which will always show up, right? Rich text won't not show up due to a licensing thing or a permission thing or something like that. And I'm just going to say chatter publisher is below. And now that will show up there. And then here I'm going to come and I'm going to do the same thing with the rich text. And this is similar to what I was doing before. by just having the tabs. I'm just trying to make it easy to tell what's going on the page as a human who is looking at the screen and not as a piece of code that's like reading the XML.
Right.
And so I'm hitting save. And so we have the 4 tabs there. Everyone sees this, right? Everyone at home sees, look, no magic sleeve up my sleeve, right? 4 tabs. And yet, and I'll activate it again just to make sure, yeah, it's active. And when I come back here and I refresh this page, let's see if there are 4 tabs or not. There's not. Huh. Okay, it could be because I'm in Service Console, though. So that's a possibility also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of Service Console. I'm going to go to this service. Quite the trick, huh? Look at that. I swear there's no magic going on. We're going to click here. Okay, it is showing up here. So this may be something weird with Service Console, but it is showing up here. Okay, so there's no reply tab. We do have email, and when I go to email, I can immediately start replying to this case, and it's using the HTML editor, so it's a great email editor. Let me just check here. I do not have it there. I can click on email here. Same thing. Okay. So, I mean, to me, that's the way to do it. Let me just try to figure out. I wish we could see more. Unfortunately, it's going to download it for me too. Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't see more in this picture. All we see is it's in this part of the screen, which is the main part. It kind of looks like it's this part. Oh, well, here's reply right here. Right? Is that it? Is that what?
Yeah, that's what it looks like next to the forward and everything.
Yeah, that's it. So if I hit reply, so I go to the emails. Oh, look at that. Come back here. Oh, it does work. Yeah, okay. So there's that same reply. Okay, so that is working. Okay, so the question was, it doesn't work in the sales app.
Yeah.
Right? It is working in the service app. Let me go to the sales app. And again, apps don't really mean anything. They're just a way of organizing your tabs. Although Service Console is a little different in that respect. And now I'm going to go to I'm going to go to cases. So I'm in the sales app at the quarter. I'm here. It's there.
Oh.
So I really think all this is they've assigned, if we go back to the Lightning App Builder, they have probably assigned a different page for the sales app than for the service app or Service Console app. And if we go to activation, you can see where this is done. See right here, app record type. And so if you assign it to certain apps, you could have a different page for the sales app than you do for the service app. And that's most likely what this person has done, probably unintentionally, or maybe it's on purpose because there's other features on the screen. And so they just need to make sure that they make the change to the Lightning page for the sales app so that it will have the chatter. What's the name of this component? The chatter component. Although I think all of them will work. I think Chatter Publisher and Chatter Feed all did work. If we come back here and just check. No, okay, so okay, Chatter Publisher, it doesn't have the reply button. Chatter Feed, it does. And Chatter, just the word chatter, it does as well. So the key is you have to use either Chatter or Chatter Feed, not Chatter Publisher, in a Lightning app that is assigned to the sales app. Wait, did I say that right? A Lightning page that is assigned to the sales app.
Okay.
That's what it is. I'm confident, even though it took me a while to get there.
No, that was good. I was enjoying all of the potential titles in my head as you went, I don't know if this is going to work. And I was like, Matt fails. Watch a developer struggle.
Right. And then you could still have a title of Matt fails, and then at the bottom, subtitle for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Until he figures it out.
Yeah, the that ever important ellipses, and then
Yeah, dot
this.
dot dot.
But also we had sort of like the add-on benefit of a mystery problem in the middle, those tabs not
Yeah,
showing up.
yeah,
Um, and I think again, just by the way of doing these, we get some good insight into what it's like addressing a Salesforce question. A user
yeah,
comes to you with what seems like a straightforward question. Hey, I see these buttons on this screen, but I don't see them here. Can you add them to that screen? And you say, yeah, sure, that should be easy. And then you realize the screen is behaving weirdly. And
right.
oh, okay, well, I need to get an email in there to test this. And you end up doing all of these other things that whether if they come easily, then it's a nice refresher course, so the next time a user comes and says, hey, I want to add these tabs, you know how to do it. And when it's tricky, you often get to learn something new about how to troubleshoot something completely tangential. So thank you for being willing to do that on camera. I know it's stressful just on one-on-one calls when you're doing a demo for somebody and you're like, what, the thing I'm supposed to see isn't there. So
Yeah,
thank you for being willing to do it in front of an audience. um, and I will say thank you, folks, for submitting your questions. Ashima, I will go ahead and type up the response here and reply. We'll also post the video. And again, if you have questions of your own, please head to go.mkp.dev/Q&A and submit them there. You can leave them in the comments here. And while you're there, you should also like and subscribe. And of course, if that's all too much work, you can head over to the Trailblazer community, post them in the answers feed, and hope that we select yours. But
yeah.
that is it for this round. Matt, welcome back and great job today. And thanks once again for being willing to do this with us.
Thanks. Happy to do it.
All right. And thank you all at home for watching or at work for watching, I hope. And we will see you next time. Bye.